DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Black shot. Light blue. Drill green. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, Young. And he rifles one incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Go ahead.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 12. First down, New Orleans.
Tua sets up to pass it. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
On 2nd down, Tua. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Raise up 3rd and inches.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the Saints first down.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Tua going to throw. Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, this is Julius Chestnut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from KC. It's the and this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here is Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Here we go, set. Ready.
A run here with Chestnut. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chestnut. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Julius Chestnut, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Out.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Henry To'o there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, Tua is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Chiefs 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. Here's Young looking to throw on second down. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Blue striker.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. First down, Young. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Tua to try again on second down. Here's a diving catch right side. 22 yards there, a first down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Tua now on first down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Following the interception, Young. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw on second down is Young. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A first down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On the carry, it's Chestnut. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Let's go. Go set.
Young on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the return that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Here's Tua.
Gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And it's intercepted. And a return across midfield, and the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll play fake. Now Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The 20, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Julius Chestnut
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Now Tua. That's Tua's running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Young now from the 50.
That's complete to Treylon Burks.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another first down there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. Even with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Ready.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and the lead will hold at 10.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's into space past the 25. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Kamara. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
50 Fury. Ready.
Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Down. Hut, hut.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Steel, black. On the ball.
Here's Young. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Deion Aaron Jones able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help them snatch away a victory.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Blaster, 6.
Young.
Flush to his right. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Okay,
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Red, cycle. Fight, white.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
10 cycles. Green Jack. Shot. 17. Jet.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Colin Saunders able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 112 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Right, 97. Eagle blue. Black shot. Set.
On 1st and 10, Young. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Net score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Lonnie Hooker up for the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Now Young.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll have a first down here up past the 30, but he's brought down in bounds.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
Young to throw.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance.